got an axe in one hand and King Kong in the other. Just a standard day in the kitchen. Hello everybody, it's Barry here. Hope you are well. Welcome to our kitchen. Wherever you are in the world, whatever you're up to right now, you might be on the bus, you might be painting whilst, no, don't do that. Get gloss on your phone and you can fall off your ladder, couldn't you? Today is a sad day. Mr. Bean, this is the last time you'll see him on a video. As you know, I do Patreon giveaways, I do gadget giveaways normally that I sign, and Mr. Bean has been signed. See that there? Stephanie, one of my patrons, won this, so this is the last time we'll see him in a video. I could just replace him and get exactly the same one, or if you've got any ideas for a cardboard cutout, do let me know down below. Now, yesterday I was clearing out my garage. I have had not very good access to my gadget boxes for the last few months, but now finally I could get them out. In fact, here's a little clip. Okay, this is a load of gadgets I've still got left. There's loads. This is a sort out. I've still got another room with 2 more boxes full like this. I think I've got 150 here in the house. Yeah, to you that might not look like there's much there, but that was quite a big pile in one section. There was at least 90 to 100 that I haven't tested. And Mrs. B has said, look, you can't order any more gadgets until you test them. So what I decided to do, I've got a box. Whenever you guys send me them, I put them in one box, and I managed to access that box yesterday. Unfortunately, a lot of the ones that you send me, and I love it, this is so kind of you, thank you so much, are novelty. So today's kitchen gadget special, remember, put on your sweatband, check out the rest of the playlist, and normally I would say before commenting down below, some of these things can help people with disadvantages in the kitchen, but today these are all extremely novelty, and I might actually compare the cost of a normal one versus the noveltiness of it, but thank you, I'm really grateful that you send them to me. We're gonna get going by boiling an egg. We have got this gadget. This is by a company called Noki. It's the Soldier Egg Cup and Toaster, the Union Jack British style toasty thing. We've got an egg cup guy here. Looks, yeah, this is expensive stuff. Well, I thought it would be, but this was only £2.99. It was £7. And look, this is the best image ever. We are going to savagely dunk our toasted Soldier into our egg. So this is novelty to me, I mean, but at the same time, it is also unique. So with all of these today, I was thinking, oh, what I could do is, you know, tell you about the equivalent. Wow, that is really light. Does that come off? Whoops. It's got a little hole on the back there, which you can line up so it holds the spoon. And it's got a little hole there so you can keep your egg warm. This isn't too bad. This is a good start, but this spoon is very, very cheap. It almost feels like a toy. The equivalent to this is just an egg cup, but for £2.99, to be fair, it's novelty but fun. Let's stamp some bread. Bread can. So there's 2 ways of doing this. I'm not gonna stamp it and then put like individual little men in the toaster and try and fish them out. I am not doing that. So we're just gonna toast our bread, but with a spare slice, we'll just at least cut them up now. And that's actually a nice little size there for your loaf. And like, I love how it's got top to toe. Best way to sleep when you've got to share a bed. I've been on enough stag do's, okay? So you can see the indentations in the bread. The only feeling I've got here is I'm really, unless I get under it and push it through. Oh, there we go. Yes, let's just do that very delicately. Yes. Oh, this one's got like a little funny foot, but yeah. That's pretty fun. But you don't do it with bread. You have to obviously toast it, so we'll just try that on the toasted bread, which should be ready any minute now. That is going through way better, but I feel like a bit gutted because I'm wasting all this toast. And the crust is what gives you curly hair. Oh, that's amazing. Yes, an actual proper toasted Soldier. Oh, this one's lost his legs. It's okay, we can save you. But there we go, 2.5 Soldiers, ready to be dunked, and a medium boiled egg, just ready, let's go. All right, what I love is that with a hole on the head like that, is we can take, I mean, obviously we put the egg in cold water then to cool it down. Is that actually gonna hold it? I don't know if that's the point. Oh my gosh, but his face is there. I kind of want to draw eyes on it. Nice. So let's take our Soldier, dunk it in. It looks like he's dyed his hair. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's fun. And to be fair, it kind of encouraged me to want to have a boiled egg. I don't, Mrs. B does like boiled eggs way more than me. She likes egg sandwiches. I really struggle with that. but it's actually pretty cool. All right, just preheating my oven because for this next gadget, we need to cook a pizza. And what better way to cut up a pizza than with an axe? On the subject of Axe, this is some Lynx deodorant spray. In other countries, they call it Axe. And by chance, this morning, I actually picked up some new deodorant. They had a leather and cookies flavour. It doesn't smell like either. It just smells nice. But if your leather and cookies smells like that, you want to go back to your leather bakers. Anyhow, so this gadget for our pizza that we're cooking up is called the pizza cutter, the pizza Schneider. Thank you so much to the person that sent this. And I was like, yes, it's an axe that you actually smash down the pizza, but sadly not. I blooming love the name, the pizza Schneider. So, wow, that almost feels like balsa wood. That feels really like I could break it. Now this was approximately £13. I mean, obviously the prices vary, but you can actually pick up a real standard basic one for like £1. So novelty over price? We'll find out. So we'll shove this in, and whilst it's cooking, we'll move on to another gadget. So I'm gonna set myself a challenge of trying to whip cream whilst the pizza cooks. Right, on the subject of pizza, Kickstarter, obviously, and Patreon Vlog Club know a little bit about this, but if I can summarise it, because a lot of you are asking me, what's going on with the pizzeria, are you still doing it? Basically, right now, I found a premises, it's taken me so long to do it, but to open the doors and do it quite cheaply, just to do that takes up the entire crowdfund budget. So that's before staff, stock, and lots of other things, just to even make it, like, maintain the first few weeks. And then with the hospitality industry the way it is, it's blooming scary because it could be extremely expensive and quite worrying for my family on a financial level. So I need to really make a big call on that. That's being completely honest about it. That's the update on it, and of course you'll know once I decide what the best thing to do is. So it's only the biggest decision of my life whilst I play around with an axe. Backers have been really cool, actually. I've been sort of said, look, I'll just refund it, and everyone's like, yeah, we just wanted to support you with what you wanted to do. So it's like everyone's sort of saying, oh, you know, the Dojo brand, you could just do gadgets, you could do your own like axe. Dojo axe. Anyhow, this gadget is by a company called Fred. There's a few on by Fred that you guys send me. I think it's just because, like, to be fair, I'm not slating them. I actually like, they make a lot of quirky stuff. Like this chopping board is one that I use quite a bit. It's got all the measurements on it, angles and stuff, and it's actually really fun for the obsessive chef. That's what it's called. But this one is called the Kitchen Kong, and I feel like I've done this one before, but it was sent to me and I don't want to just throw it away. So it's a chance. I've done something very similar. It's basically a whisk with a nice handle, to be fair. That is quite cool. Not a toy. It's a whisk with a King Kong inside it, which I bet, oh no, he's actually sealed onto the whisk prong, so he ain't coming off. I thought, oh, maybe you could detach it. No, he is on there. We're gonna see if we can whip some double cream using the power of the Kong. That's £14, but you can obviously pick up a standard whisk for like £1. Come on, Kong, let's do this. I mean, at the end of the day, he looks like he's having a great time, doesn't he? Come on. I need a break, the pizza's ready anyway. Ooh, I'll tell you what, you do get, I will say this, you get some pizza cutters that are quite blunt. This is the one that we use at the moment, and I think I might swap it for this, just to confuse Mrs. Barry. That's another hobby. But this one has 2 cutters on it, and that, it isn't as sharp. That is actually sharper than that, and you've got to go for it twice so you end up skewing it. I mean, it still works, but I think this could be our new pizza cutter. And I'll give it a month before Mrs. B realises. So back to whisking. Right, we're just gonna jump to how long this takes me, okay? All right, that'll do. That's, oh my gosh. That's been another 25 minutes, and I'd be lying if I didn't stop in between and have a couple of pieces of pizza. We have got, where's he gone? That was so, oh my gosh. I forgot how much energy you need to do that. Anyone need some cream? Whew. And now for something completely different. This is a spoon. Massive respect to someone that sent me a spoon for £11. I've had this a while, it's a little bit damaged, sorry about that, by NPW. This is the Breakfast of Champions. Cuillère le fel cuchara. I'm not sure if that's one language or a few different ones together, but as you can see, It's a spoon. For breakfast, I suppose it's for eating your cereal. That's what we'll do. And you can see the weights here. And I've just noticed there's actually a fist here. So that's literally supposed to replicate. Doing my reps, man. So I imagine that this is a novelty gift aimed at someone that you may know who's obsessed with the gym, all that sort of stuff that, you know, just like talk. Now you brought it up, I did 200 reps over there if you had to. But it's actually really, really heavy. I feel like I should do some sort of Rocky intro. Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at... Wow, that spoon weighs 50 grams. And the challenger, the Breakfast of Champions spoon, weighing in at 250 grams. 5 times the weight. It is actually, to be fair, it is, no, I mean, I know it's heavy, but that is, you can tell you're gonna get a serious workout. Let's try and eat some cereal with it. Novelty. So, this is how I would eat with a normal spoon. Oh, that is really sweet to have for breakfast. Blimey. No wonder my kids were so hyper this morning. Okay. And you've got to actually, here, just use your forearms a little bit to just maintain a level. What about holding it like an actual weight? Oh my God. That just feels so unnatural. I mean, it works. It would get a little bit annoying after a while, that extra weight. I wonder if you just generally did that, if it genuinely would slightly improve. Of course it would. It would actually, very, very minute, increase your strength in your arm or your wrist or something. But the next time you see your gym friend eating a tin of tuna in the gym changing rooms thinking, oh my gosh, I know the perfect gift for you. Give him one of these. That wants to fall out of the bowl. Yes, you do. You literally want to fall out of the bowl. Brilliant. All right, this one, I know why I was sent this, so thank you to the person that did, by a company called Kickerland. These are rocking spoons. Wow, these were $14.99. Oh my gosh. I know why I was sent them, because I use this wooden spoon often in videos. It's a drumstick wooden spoon, and they just generally work. Oh, they were made by Fred as well. But this is a different company called Kickerland, and I don't really want to do much with this, but you can use them as big spoons for salads, sauces, soups, and batters, hand wash only. So let's mix some sauce into a salad and see if they work. Bowl. Freshly washed salad. Bit more freshly washed salad. Some honey mustard dressing, but it's not well mixed. Time to rock. Yeah, let's rock. All right. That is an evenly coated salad with my rocking spoons. Cheers. There they are, they're spoons, they work, they do the job, amazing. I think I'll just leave that right there. Okay, this next one by Fred, can you see that there? That is called the Cool Jazz Ice Stirrers. Now this is something that I put in the freezer last night. Guitar-shaped mold for basically stirring your drink, agitating it to drive coolness into it. Some might say ice cubes would suffice, but these are pretty cool. Guys, could you move it please? Could you move please guys? I need to get in the freezer. And here we go, this is it. I put this in the freezer last night, 3 different guitar molds, and there's actually a musical note little compartment here. So you pour it in, it was actually really hard to get it even. In fact, we've actually got beyond more than we wanted in it. I don't know how that's happened, that's amazing. But you hold the guitar by the top, by the handle here, where all the strings are, and it's congealed together into this big lumpy ice cube, and I thought, for a bit of a change, I'd do a flavoured one as well. Yeah, that broke. Should we try and get that one out? Come on. Come on, talk to me, Goose. Oh no, it broke as well. Oh, this bodes well, doesn't it? Pull the sides of the tray outward to release the guitars from the mould. Stir your favourite drink and enjoy. That's it. Ice cubes on sticks are basically an ice lolly mould as well, I suppose. Ah, there we go, look at this. Oh, wow. I feel like the honky tonk man from wrestling. Plunge that in there. Oh, did you hear the crack then of that temperature of the ice cube going, ooh. So now we can agitate it with our guitar. That is actually really, excuse the pun, cool. I really enjoy this. Oh wow. That's made a hell of a difference. But then of course you could just go, yeah, I'm gonna leave it in there. I blooming love this, this is awesome. But, like I say, I also put one with a little bit of blackcurrant cordial in there. or squash, as we call it here. I might have made myself a guitar ice lolly. Yes, I have. That is amazing. That is really fun, really cool. And sometimes the novelty ones make awesome gifts. £5. That's actually a bargain. This is probably my favourite one of the video so far. Now for a completely unnecessary fork. It's not goodbye, it's see you soon. Do you know someone that loves an in-flight meal or is obsessed with planes? Well, this other one by Fred is the wrong way around. This one, it's called the Air Fork 1. It's actually £4, so it's not too bad. I had to just wipe the dust off this because I have had this a very long time. I just checked and it does still exist. Air Fork 1 for perfect in-flight meals. Just the thing to bring those mashed potatoes and peas in for a safe landing. Oh my gosh, it is literally silicone with the, that's got to be, yeah, that is a really cheap, I've got to see if it's gonna fly now, haven't I? There's this natural thing, as you hold it, it kind of just sort of glides and it's like, straight into a wounded soldier's legs. Yeah. Again though, you have that in one hand, the breakfast of champion spoons in the other. It's gonna be like a hell of a workout. I know who this would be perfect for as well. Do you remember my nephew Jack, who was in a video years ago, lemon meringue pie, and he was like this high. Okay dudes, we're gonna do this then dudes, what we gotta do now dudes? He's now like 8 foot high, everything's uncool, and he's really obsessed with planes, and I think I might give him this. He flew a plane the other day, and like he had to be over 16 or he had to be accompanied by an adult. My sister was like, I've got to go in that plane, he's flying it. And she's still alive, so that's cool. All right, here we go folks, will it fly? No it won't. No it won't. I think that's fair to say that that flight had a little bit of turbulence. So before this last one, don't forget, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel already, don't forget to make sure you are subscribed with your notifications on, otherwise you won't get told about new uploads. Follow me on social media and check out the rest of the kitchen gadget playlist of all the other videos here on the channel. Anything cool you want to send me, do get in touch. It might take me a while, hence these ones. Probably been at least 18 months, some of them, but I will do my best and massively appreciate it. So cheers. On to a final table mat that doubles up as something to eat out of. The ultimate in laziness. But I think it's for a toddler. Oh yeah, and don't forget you can support me on Patreon. We have something called Patreon Vlog Club on certain tiers where actually every video I do ends up being at least an hour long. So you get ultra extended long versions of the videos, which a lot of people seem to like. So this thing I've just taken out and it's unbranded. It looks like a very smiley, happy frog, doesn't it? But this is the silicone children placemat. It's something that you can put down on a surface. That's amazing. It's not moving very much at all. And you can put children in it. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Ooh. That's amazing. That stuck so much better than I thought it would. It's the sort of thing where you're like that, but I bet if you just peel it here, yeah. There was static then, oh my gosh. Unbranded placemat and plate in one. I don't know why someone sent me this, but I appreciate it. Got a pencil case now as well. So basically, it's a thing where you can put your food straight into it. We've made quite a bit of food today. Let's mange. Oh gosh, I'm having a little moment off camera there. I'm just trying to do a little bit of role play here. I'm a toddler in a high chair. I've got a little seat here, so I'm sat down and my placemat's there and I've got the most amazing food. I've got pizza sliced by an axe. I've got salad served by rocking spoons, and of course, the kitchen Kong whisk whipped cream, that perfect 3-course meal. But this thing is not moving anywhere, and actually as a parent, the only thing is, I know what kids are like. They'll just grab it like that and, you know, they'll be all right like that, but all it takes them to do is do that and it'll be over their head. I'm not doing that, but the pizza is cold. I can then take my slightly damaged aeroplane. That's really nicely dressed. The spoons did good. Let me land that back down there. And then, of course, the breakfast of champions can also be used for that natural weight loss ingredient, double cream. Which with nothing else in it is kind of bland. But this works. I think that's the bottom line. They're novelty, but they've all kind of worked today. And that, as we've seen in some other gadget videos, is half of it. And if you know someone that's got these interests, if you know a toddler that likes eating food, it's something for everyone today. And I actually really enjoyed doing this video. I'm glad I cleaned out my garage. So let's say goodbye to Mr. Bean. He is kind of a has-been, but it's not the end. As I say, we'll get another one if we want of Mr. Bean. Someone said Danny Vito, someone said Stuart Ashen, someone said one of Boston and Amy, someone said one of me. I don't mind. Let me know down below or get in touch if you've seen any cool ones, and that's the same with any cool gadget as well. Thank you so much for the support. I love what I do and really appreciate your support wherever you are in the world, whether you've been here for one video or all 1,000 odd that we've done. Really appreciate it. Take care, and oh, have I got a lunch? Bye.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all three.
This was made with blackcurrant cordial. Will this dilute the drink and make it pink? Oh, yeah, it's peach. Oh, it's cool again. Oh gosh, do you know what? I blooming love those.